Whoop, whoop, what's up, pal? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope you're all doing well. Giggity, giggity, yeet, yeet. What's up, Lab Rat? Good to see you, pal. And looks like we started off with one belt, the U.S. belt. So yeah, let's get it started. How y'all doing? Whoop, whoop. Give me the all-continent title, pal. Yeah. And all the countries and all the states and the champions. Yeah, pal. Don Callis is much more optimistic in Kyle Fletcher's future than most of us are. Does he have potential? Yes. Can he get a look? Yes. Does he need to stop listening to Dave Meltzer? Yes.
Concerned about the condition and even going up against Kyle Fletcher. How's he doing right now? 100% you can't be for
Dude, I don't even remember. I think the Young Bucks are the AEW tag team champs, and I want to say Undisputed Kingdom or Ring of Honor tag team champs. I'm not 100% sure on.
right there by Kyle, and then gets himself a soft headlock. And swing and miss there by Fletcher. You got a couple of guys in their mid-20s here. They recuperate better than guys our age. That's for sure. Oh, that's the truth. Exploded back elbow by MJF there. Fletcher was building up ahead of steam. MJF shut him down. Great timing by MJF. And a very, very smart move. Max has a lot of big match experience. He's a former AEW World Champion. That's well documented. So he understands when to shut a guy down and when not. But crack those knees together on the ears, box the ears essentially of Kyle Fletcher with MJF's own knees. Taz, I don't know that anyone does a better job of stunning opponents than MJF. He's excellent. There's no doubt. He went right after the arm there across the top rope. Yeah, Fletcher.
Give me White Castle, pal. That's a good question. Again, this is the dirt sheets that are reporting this. So who really, who knows what really happened? That's kind of the only thing you got to go with. Because MJF may have hit a wall, but was it while he was inside the women's locker room with Britt, or did he do it like as he was like, walking down the hallway? That would definitely be some interesting security footage. We got revamped wrestling in the house. Whoop, whoop, puff, puff, pass, pal. Yeah. Exactly, Lab Rat. Exactly. Like, that's the sad part. Like, AEW as a company and all the shit that goes on with it is so much more entertaining than the programming they put on TV. Like, if if a reality show about if they made a reality show about AEW as a company, that would be entertaining as shit. Like, that would draw way more viewers than what their actual TV show does. All day, pal. Yeah. Like, they need an actual leader. There's nobody there that's really steering the ship at all.
Super close right there for Kyle. The great thing about Kyle Fletcher, guys, is no moment is too huge for him, and you're seeing it tonight. Looks very calm in there, very focused. It's as you talked about the big match experience of MJF. It's going to be a big match on August 25th. There was a big match last year when we see him when MJF defended AEW.
And this is not a bad match, but it's not a TV match. Like, TV's for trying to sell you to go to the shows where you see a match like this.
Be careful, you don't want to make sure that she's not very possible on the outside. Until last time, Terrence, you are right. Here we go.
Look at that match they're building to, like they're billboarding for later. Jeff Jarrett, Bryan Danielson, and Ricky Steamboat as special guest ref. Like that match, like that's the kind of match you build to and you put it on a pay-per-view. I could probably I don't know. I could see them probably showing up in TNA for a little bit and then most likely getting signed by WWE. Whoop, whoop. What's up, Sonic the Hedgehog? Good to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. Giggity, giggity. Yeah, for the most part, bro, it's just ridiculous. Like, there's no reason for a match to be going this long on free TV.
From that top turnbuckle, top rope. Let's give it a look at here. Rocks are landing. Both these men. When you feel like you're down, put your knees in your ankles. 100%. But you know, tennis, and then we see guys jump back and break ankles. Oh, that's definitely get hurt badly. Drop back up top. I don't know if I like this. Fletcher says they're trying to take himself on play, but we saw the risks that Fletcher's willing to take advantage of.
Yeah, pal, cutting that cheese.
Even more trouble than before now. Taking his teeth onto the forehead. This wrong that he has to take out and throw it away. He's secure. He's a jerk. He's just straight into the barricade. He's excited.
You know, like I always say, like, it's not like the match itself is not bad. It's just not the kind of match you put on free TV. This is either a house show or a pay-per-view match. You know, not a match you open your TV with.
You know, we've been seeing it making them start right before our eyes with Tom Fletcher. You're welcome. And I was going to say, to Don Callis' credit, as much as I hate to get to him, he identified what Fletcher possessed.
Get me cheese, pal.
Was a big elbow drop. You got to credit Max on that kick out. Tough to do that when a guy runs right in your chest like that. Yeah, that elbow tag, you're right. Perfectly.
Oh, man, too many. Too many. But hey, you know, we're, you know, an eighth of the way through the show. We've only seen one belt, so that's, you know.
Maybe enjoying too much. Should have driven into the mat once again by the American champion. Swap by MJ again. Remember, the body part he was working on, that's that shoulder, that arm, and he's honed in on it today. MJ has been using that sheer drop brainbuster as a finishing technique for the last few weeks, and now Fletcher got able to avoid it, and Fletcher. Oh, now it's fired off again. Fletcher for cross by MJ. Excuse me, Fletcher able to escape. What a great counter cross in those legs. A little overzealous right there was Fletcher, and he ate an elbow. Watch the arm. Fletcher was holding on to that tap rope to keep himself upright, and MJF taking advantage of the exposed limb. But Fletcher rolls through it. Hammerlock, stage yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like the matches themselves, they're not bad matches. It's just, why are they on free TV? Why are they happening? Like if I'm going to a house show to watch wrestling, okay, like I'm satisfied with this. But this is TV. What does this accomplish? I did not, but I did watch the clip of Wesley turning heel and laying out the other members of the Rascals.
This is a master of psychological warfare. There's no doubt about it. Isn't it amazing that Max is so...
Yeah, I don't know. It does sound like I'm watching the like I'm watching it on my TV, and it's a little scratchy too. So I don't know what's up. Maybe down the line, I can see that happening down the line. I really felt they hot shotted that entire the Rascals breakup like that. What would I have done with them? I would have actually had MSK win the NXT Tag Team titles. I would have had them go over for them. I'd have had them for a little. I'd have them. I mean, I still would have the Rascals break up, and I would have had it with being like, you know, with Trey and Zachary turning heel on Wes. Wes finds a partner to fight them, and basically it's a loser leaves NXT match. Oh wow, really? So yes, so it has to be on AEW, on somebody's, on AEW's or TBS's or TBS's end, one of the two.
Great counter by Fletcher.
Like again, it's like when it like as far as an actual match goes, this has actually been a good match. It's just way too damn long for TV. Like as far as matches go, this has been a decent match. Like they've actually gotten across what they're trying to get across. They get the business they're trying to get, business and they're trying to get done. It's just way too long for TV. Like that was a good finish. That was a great finish. I'm liking this finish. It's just, he didn't need to take 20 minutes to get here.
Well, Cal Fletcher had an amazing outing here. He was shooting the ropes, almost won the match. I don't know where you can't feel the back counts come out. That screwdriver kind of screwed things up, unattended, in my opinion. Fletcher, he was torn on whether to use the screwdriver, Tony, and ultimately the indecision, I think, may have cost Fletcher tonight. I got to keep my roaches here with the organization. Oh, God, it's Will Ospreay here. Will Ospreay locked in. You're backstage and now the Rockies are in front of the door. What's going on here? Who did that? Is Ospreay using that viewing area? That was...
Damn, Tony Schiavone's like bloodthirsty tonight. Like Tony Schiavone's like, you think MJF didn't deserve a screwdriver to the head? Shit on everything, pal.
It was a spectacular match. You are right, Taz. And now MJF, not content. Look at this. Looking down left hand on the head of Fletcher. Fletcher, what a... I'm just saying, the blood is on your head.
Yeah, like this entire piece of business you could have gotten done in half the time. Yeah, bloodthirsty Schiavone's a fun Schiavone, pal. What's up, Nelson Kelso? Whoop, whoop. Again, like this entire thing I liked what they did. I liked this entire thing. It's just you could have got it done in like half the time.
Brian, sounds like you've got one foot out the door. If you're going to go all in, freaking go all in.
I was a little bothered because Jeff Jarrett questioned my desire, my ability to go all in. Why don't you see if I'm all?
That'd be more real than to be a part of getting you ready for all in.
You know, I respect Jeff a lot, but I ain't going to show him that I'm ready.
You're on the fight side of me.
I'm actually looking forward to this Jeff Jarrett Bryan Danielson match. But here's the problem, though. This should be a pay-per-view match, not a TV match. Like, this should be a pay-per-view match. Like, if you're doing the thing where Danielson's the number one contender to All In, this is like what you do in the pay-per-view before All In to basically be like, you know, get Brian Moore over leading into it.
Ringside physician Dr. Michael Sampson make his way to the back, but MJF classless, but Talk about classy. Jeff Jarrett, the way he's been training, the way he's been trying to motivate Brian Danielson ahead of all in London. That's incredible.
Next back, second one ball with 8 minutes time. Originating from London, England. The forever.
You got 2 belts, pal.
And from one championship match to another, the woman double champion is Tony Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship. None other than the old
Where it says, until I get corrected. Because as always, I'm very prone to missing them. Yeah, it could have been entrances, pal.
It was made.
This smells like enhancement match. Okay, maybe an extended enhancement match. Okay, scrap picture in picture, pal.
TNT Overdrive, Saturdays at 10 on TNT. Your friends are turning 30. And TBS is hosting the Ultimate Friends Celebration.
Whoop, whoop. Get me friends, pal.
Years of Friends all month long on TBS. Bonus bets instantly. This baseball season, DraftKings is coming up clutch.
Someone say clutch? Poppy got this.
No, Poppy, no need to get this.
Oh, man.
It's instant win.
Poppy laugh in the face of fresh.
Okay, well,
Yeah, but then they go into commercial break, and it's like, then all of a sudden it makes Mariah May look bad. It's like, it's taking you this long to beat this person?
We know there's a lot of pressure to tip.
If I had to guess, Lab Rat, minimal at best. Very minimal.
Great set, bro. Now take a look at the screen real quick.
And do you, Michael, want to answer one more question?
At a time when tipping can feel thankless, Domino's wants to say,
Thanks for the tip.
not tipping you back. Tip your Domino's driver $3 or more online and we'll tip you $3 to use on next week's order. Only at Domino's.
Oh my god, I would be interested.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more buffalo wings?
On second thought, I would be into that. Let's try to see where you He'll get you off.
And we got some more lemon pepperoni in this scene.
Ooh, and honey teriyaki too. Have your people? Call my people.
What I got next?
Yeah, same here. Like I thought this would have been like, short match.
You break it, we take it.
Yeah, no, I don't either. Maybe 10,000 if I had to guess that much. But, very few. Whoop whoop, what's good? Unrealistic Left Burton. Good to see you, pal. Hope you're having a great week. Happy hump day to you. We're just hanging, chilling, watching some Dynamite. Bell count is 2 so far. Giggity giggity. How you doing, pal?
Wait, why are you talking like that?
Saturday on TBS.
Live on TBS, the top contender in the AEW Women's Division, Mariah May. Make an example of her opponent, Viva Fan.
2 so far.
90-10, right? I'm saying motion right here for sure. Oh, tremendous upkick. 5. That was impressive. Bring leg drip that time.
Right, exactly. Like Mariah May's opponent, what was her name? Viva Van. Yeah, doesn't even get an entrance, but this match is long enough to go through commercial. Bro, what the fuck? Oh yeah, no kidding. She better at least.
May just destroyed Viva Van with that, and Mariah's not done yet. Viva up onto the shoulders. And sense of urgency. Mariah could have ended this at any point. What is she trying to do here? Is this the send a message? I don't get it. 0 was right there. 1, 2, 3.
Again, you could have gotten this done in less than a half the time they gave it. You could have gotten all this done, yeah. This is so far as the U.S. belt and the women's Owen Hart belt. Just those 2 so far. Of course, I'm sure we'll see more later on. Probably even in this next clip, we'll see.
Presented. Well, is it Mariah's birthday? It's not the holiday season. I don't think it is.
Sadly, she probably will, Lab Rat. She'll get the Wardlow treatment. Yep, exactly. Yeah, for real, man. What would have been more effective? This pull apart, or like you do the thing with the portrait, and then it cuts, and then all of a sudden, you get a pre-tape of Tony Storm on the screen. Or a quick Tony Storm vignette that plays on the screen that taunts Mariah.
Also coming up at All In London, the TNT Championship. Will look to defend his title against the former champion. The reckless, the risk-taking, dominating.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because like she started off like in the silent film era, then went into the 20s. I think it's time for her to move into like the 40s and the 50s era of like that genre.
Is how much you're willing to sacrifice for it. Why take less when you can get a beefy 5-layer burrito?
All right, that was a nice little vignette there. I'll give him credit for that. And the problem was that it's Jack Perry.
Introducing the $7 spread box. You need a Taco Bell. Why take less when you can get a beefy Chalupa Supreme, double stack of taco, and the drink for just $7? It's Lux, for less. Introducing the $7.
Yeah, I agree. It's not attractive at all, pal.
This summer is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
Real glass, the river.
Plus 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary
It.
maintenance.
I think that might have been a production error. That might have been somebody might have screwed up at some point with that one. Like, cause then they said another Taco Bell, like it was vignette, Taco Bell ad, vignette, Taco Bell ad. So something got fucked up somewhere. What's up, Javi Uchi? Ha, good to see you, pal. Happy hump day to you. Hope you're doing well. Whoop, whoop.
Frito-Lay Friday Pack. The fun's inside.
Yeah, pal. I remember like in 2009, they did that whole gimmick where, what was it? Vince sold Raw to Trump. And then he had that one that was completely like, it was supposed to be like under his ownership. And like the first hour is commercial free. But then like throughout the first hour, like you had a bucket of KFC sitting on the announce table the entire time. Good to hear, pal. Whoop, whoop.
It's only $1 right now. Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is $1? Got it.
Give me a $1 Frosty, pal.
University of Maryland Global Campus. Getting a bachelor's degree doesn't have to mean starting from scratch. Here, you can earn up to 90 undergraduate credits for relevant experience. What will your next success be?
Magellan. Amelia Air. The Impractical Joker. Some travel just belong in the history books. Impractical Jokers, all new Thursdays at 10 on TBS. Set your PVR now.
Fridays on TBS. Your favorite movie.
Believe that.
Friday night. Friday night. Fridays at 8 on TBS.
Simple. Because you would have every excuse not to show up at Wembley. TNT champion. I don't even know when the last time you've been on TNT. Well, you talk about sacrifices. You gotta sacrifice this. You gotta sacrifice this. Sacrificing.
That's a good idea. Email that to the executives.
You don't even gotta show up this Friday on Rampage or Winston-Salem. You don't even gotta show up on Collision. But you gotta show up at All In Wembley.
Well, the clock is ticking for the TNT championship. That's going to be quite a battle. Takes on one hand of the blood guts. My God. That's quite a battle. What about when security came from the break? And that's what it's had. That's not happy about that. No, it's not. I don't like it. And I think the learning tree relationship, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, EVPs, may have had something to do with that. We can ask Jericho that for ourselves in a few moments.
Great Point, Texas, right 189 pounds. The bad tackle, Brian Keys.
Get me pink hoodie, pal. Bounty Hunter Brian Keith or Brad Apple now, I guess. Okay. My Shibata. I want somebody to turn this fan on before I hit this bong.
Loaded up on that pound, being driven from the wall and Calgary that Calgary State match. Taz mysteriously whisked away by security during the break. Hello, Chris. Yeah, I'm not sitting next to Taz ever again. So Matthew Nicholas Jackson, allow me to get a console that got him kicked out of here yet again for this match.
Man, yeah. Whenever, to me, anytime somebody puts a face in an apple, I can't help but think of that being a rip off of Carlito. Like, remember when he used to put his T-shirt of the T-shirt he used to have where it had an apple with an apple with a bite out of it, but it had his face in it. I want to say I still have that somewhere. I just can't find it. It's been a long time in that shirt. Oh yeah, and it said, "Do you spit or swallow?" Man, dude, I thought Carlito was going to be a huge star. Like when he first came on the scene, like that first year he was on the roster, I thought he was going to be like a main event world champion player. Because I thought he had all the tools needed. Like that dude dripped with charisma. And obviously WWE felt the same way because his first match on the main roster, he goes over John Cena for the U.S. title.
The last man standing at the
Oof. Oof. Yeah, that's. Oof. Yeah. That's kind of tough to come back from. Yeah, and you have those wigs you can sell. Absolutely. Like, I kind of feel the same way about Carlito that Vince Russo kind of felt about Buff Bagwell. Like, people gave him so much shit for saying, like, he felt Buff Bagwell had as much charisma as The Rock. He said, yeah, I definitely feel like, Buff Bagwell has as much charisma as The Rock, but the reason why Buff Bagwell's not where The Rock is because of Buff Bagwell. And I kind of feel the same way about Carlito. Like, he had all the tools, he had everything needed to get there. It's just he was his own worst enemy and kept himself from getting there.
Because bringing a fruit platter to a party takes on a whole new meaning. Tell anyone it's talking. Simply spicy. It's getting juicy.
Man, I don't know what it is about Chris Jericho where he just gets it, and everything, like almost everything he does just clicks.
One topping pizza for only $10.99. It's a mouth water, stretch thinner, made bigger, more for your money, extra large New York style one topping pizza for only $10.99. Pictures of Papa John.
Yeah, pal.
Excuse me. Can I get this?
I'm gonna turn this fan off real quick, guys. 1 sec. I mean, I'm not sure what happened with MVP, but Mr. Kennedy and Pope got their knees cut out from under them by backstage politics. Mr. Kennedy was supposed to, after he won the Money in the Bank, he was supposed to skyrocket because he got, nailed in that one, or because he was named in that drug bust. He got, they kind of, he got, he kind of got his push stopped, and then the whole thing with him and Randy Orton. And then with Pope, get this, apparently at Lockdown 2010, Pope was originally supposed to go over AJ Styles for the TNA World Heavyweight title. But then someone with creative control stepped in and said, that doesn't work for me, brother. And that got changed.
Move there, returning to the arm of Shibata. For the Explorer, Shibata lowers his weight. Able to overcome. Great suplex here. Told you.
Whereas with Carlito, it kind of felt more like I mean, I don't really like to agree with Ric Flair a lot, but there was one promo that Ric on him backstage that I felt really was a shoot where it's like you have all this, potential and talent, and you're just kind of lazy and coasting. And from everything I had heard about that time, that was kind of true. Where Carlito, where like people were like they had high hopes in him, but then he got kind of lazy and complacent. Yeah, how many times do you think that actually went down that we don't know about? Yeah, that too. And they all and ironically too, they did happen to get paired together as a tag team for a little bit. Like you had like everything you mentioned, like you take all of that and then put it together with they were actually a tag team for a bit. It's just kind of like you can't really separate the two of them. Makes it very difficult to do so.
Orange Cassidy, you are scheduled for a rematch tonight against Roderick Strong, Roosh, and the Beast Mortos. However, the rest of the conglomeration is not here with you. We've been having a ton of travel issues with people getting into North Carolina tonight. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm still going to do it.
Do you think that that's a good idea?
Probably not. But I found a couple of local boys that they're actually looking for a fight. So,
Okay. Let me know if you need anything.
You want to wrestle for me?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'm just kidding. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
Like,
Orange Cassidy getting some reinforcements here tonight. But coming up next on Dynamite, the AEW World Champion.
Okay, that's kind of a weird tease there. Couple of Carolina boys.
You can only get Wendy's new saucy nugs. And when anyone ever tries to tell you they have saucy nugs at home, you might want to see what else they're hiding. Because that person lies. A whole new way to nug.
Saucy nugs. Boneless wings that are honest with themselves.
Get NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on us. And a great deal on Galaxy Z Fold 6.
Yeah, I saw that too.
$50 only on Verizon.
But to be fair to him, he also said like that's what we know at the time. Things could, but he did mention like things can always change. You know, this is kind of a touch and go situation.
It's safe enough to use on so why waste money on any product that doesn't totally eliminate the stink? There's only one Poop available online and at these stores. If it's not Poop,
What's shaking in the wheelhouse? This is going to be so good.
Yeah, that's a big problem with Tony. Like at a time where he actually needs to be updating people, like with like, okay, here's what we know now with the talent and the weather and the hurricane. Like this is a time where he actually should be posting, keeping people updated. But he's boy cried wolf too many times.
7 cents to go. It would be faster with the Empower app. Empower Cash Advance gives you up to $300 instantly. No late fees, interest, or credit checks.
I've got money. Keep the cheese puffs. But leave out the broccoli. Get Empower Cash Advance up to $300 instant. Download the Empower app today. For all your favorites during the season, summer of rotten ready. Think for pepperoni pizza for $7.99. No need to order it. Just get here and that's everything. What gives you a hot ready favorites like $7.99 think for pizza?
That's tasty, pal.
She won't anything she doesn't want to eat. There's no faking.
He sent you Blue Tasteful Strike.
She loved it.
What's for dinner tonight?
It's tastefuls from Blue Buffalo to this little bit.
Pick up Blue Tastefuls today.
Your friends are turning 30.
30 years of friends, pal.
The ultimate friend celebration. Celebrate 30 years of friends all month long on TBS.
Visionary director Takashi-san comes the all-new anime series. Rick and Morty. English language premieres Thursday, August 15th at midnight on Adult Swim. Next day on Max.
Wow, they actually turned Rick and Morty into an anime. Holy shit.
Hey guys, joining me now, Hangman Adam Page. Hangman, last week on Dynamite, you lost to Darby Allin. Ever since you returned between the Owen, the loss at Blood and Guts to what happened last week, you've not exactly been getting the outcomes you've been looking for.
There has been one thing, one man that I wanted to take everything that I could from him, to leave him with nothing but the ash of his pride. But for that one man, there have been a dozen or more other dumbasses to get in my way, and justice delayed is justice denied. But look at me, and believe me when I tell you that I will have what I want. My man Page obviously still laser focused on Swerve Strickland. But speaking of which,
Get me angry Adam Page, pal.
voice of professional wrestling.
So far, I think we're at 2 belts so far. Wow.
Let's take a look. So
3.
I'm just excited about what the fans are going to see, and I don't know that enough of them understand what they could miss if they don't watch this event. That motivates me as a broadcaster. Right? Does it motivate you as a wrestler? In every single way, and every fiber of my being, and every molecule in my body, I am beyond motivated. Tagging with and going against legends last year, all in and losing to main eventing this year.
Take him to the glue factory, pal.
It means the world to me, and truly changed me as an individual. You know, it's a controversial thing, for sure. Or you feel any remorse over those, or did you do it just because that's what
Wow.
Again, like I said,
Wow. I love JR to death. I love JR so much. Wow, this sounds very bad. This ooh.
Punishing Brian Danielson is, and I think people are taking away how physical this match is.
I'm sorry. How could they air this? How can they air this? This makes JR look so bad. I'm sorry. JR sounds like he just had a stroke. How can AEW air this?
He's wrestling this match as if it is his last one. It could be. But he's talking.
Dude, I'm actually really angry at AEW for airing this. This makes JR look so bad. They should have been like, okay, JR, we cannot let you go on TV looking like this. Shivani, step in.
If I was in the same situation as him and the roles were reversed, would he give a damn about me? Would anybody in this roster give a damn that I was going to be on my way out?
Let me say this.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't, so why should I?
That's right.
I'm in the position. I'm in the driver's seat now. I control the narrative.
Wow.
I control the fate. I control this company now at this point. That's what worries people, and that's what worries people about me holding this. And it should worry Brian as well.
Again, this is just me. I care too much about JR and his legacy to let him appear on camera like this.
Not really.
I believe this is going to be the toughest match you've ever had.
No, why do you believe that? What makes you think that? What happens when his body gives out?
And you know what? I'm going to give the production crew the credit to kind of recognize that and put as much swerve into this as possible.
Everybody always talks about what they're going to do to inflict pain on somebody else. That's what makes them so good. That's what makes them dangerous. What do you do when
Right, exactly. Matt Hardy falls right on the back of his head. Here's Tony Khan.
Well,
He's good.
Can you beat Brian Lily Stadium?
Dude. Oh my God. How can you do this to JR?
In Wembley Stadium. And then his legacy belongs to me now.
Will August 25th.
I'll give the production crew their props. They did what they could to get, to make it as more to have Swerve Strickland on camera as much as possible. Yeah, like wow. Oof. Like I love and respect JR so much. Like that was painful to watch.
North Carolina just west of us here. And look at this. We're joined at the desk by Doc Howell because your man Bruce is part of the opposition for these three. And this is an unexpected twist, I would say that.
What's up, Yosef? Whoop whoop. Hey pal, how you doing, man? Happy hump day to you. I don't know, man. Who knows? Or you know what? Here's what you do. Instead of Vince McMahon on the headsets backstage in Gorilla, you put JR on the headsets backstage, giving direction to the commentators. Hey, I mean, it's possible, man. Anything's out in the air. I absolutely love JR, man. it's just watching that. It was rough. Like I love JR. I love and care about JR so much. I'm like, how can you put him on screen like that? He looked like he just came off of a stroke. Whoop, whoop. What's up, Liz? We're at 6. All right. Thank you for the update. Yeah, that's just one of those things where it's like, I'm sorry, JR. We can't put you on camera like that. Like Tony, step in. Yeah, it's definitely on the rise for sure. Who knows? Who really knows, man? I'm getting like we don't know. We don't. Again, everything's all up in the air. It's all speculation. Yeah, me too. Creepy season always brings back some good memories. Yeah, Ghost over strong. Get me Casper, pal. Yeah, I don't see Tony selling it. But the question is, though, what involvement would Shane be with it, though? Okay, if Warner Brothers Discovery does own shares in AEW, that's something I could see happening, is Shane buying those shares. Again, that's if that's what that agreement is. We do not know that. Again, if they do, that's a private deal.
I really tried sleeping with it, everybody, but I'm done struggling. Now I sleep with Inspire.
Right, exactly. That's a private thing. Now, if Tony Khan decided to sell some shares to Time Warner Discovery, well then, yeah, that's a private deal between them.
Inspire Sleep Apnea Innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Sunday session, we got you. Now with Verizon, get NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on us. And a great deal on Galaxy Z Fold 6 for a total value of $1,250 only on Verizon.
See you Sunday. All you can eat riblet, shrimp, and boneless wings are back for just $15.99 at Applebee's.
Give me Applebee's, pal.
Man, that was fancy. Stomach and brain together at last. When delicious meets nutritious, it's all fine and good.
The toughness of the three.
That's very true. It can get shut off anytime he wants. And that's very true too. Like with the money that they've lost so far, especially with how much they're spending on talent, if Shad wanted to shut it down, he would have done it by now.
BK's got something new to say for the fiery man.
Right, exactly. Like there was that one interview where Shad Brady pretty much said, like, you know, just spend the money and have fun with it before I die.
I didn't expect it. I think it's smart. Let's see. Double team action, maybe triple team action. Yeah, Roosh is fresh, but he didn't just take it more. He did. Just receiving consecutive shots from the opposition as Morales pops
Exactly, Liz. Like he even appeared on the show to help get an angle over.
Has had a lot of success in Ring of Honor and here in AEW.
I think that threshold might have already been crossed. Like if after the draft of Tony showing up with a neck brace wasn't enough for him to cut it, I don't think he ever will. Like I don't think Shad is gonna ever cut that off. He's my son. I love him. I want him to be happy. I don't care.
This guy can dismantle the human body in that ring. He's been doing it for a long time, and he brought his bro.
Yeah, I disagree with Eric. I disagree with him. I think there's going to be some kind of deal. Tony Khan will make sure something that'll stay on the air somehow. And thanks, Liz. Yeah, exactly. They'll find a home somewhere. Spot on, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Just being a striker here tonight. Oh no, between the ropes, him and FTR. It's a cohesive unit. Tremendous professional wrestlers between the ropes. It took 4 team championships. That's in case for sure. Oh, goodness. Every time Robbie gets up.
And that's true, Labrat. To be fair, but to be fair, in their case, you know, spending your money on your son to make him happy, there's a lot worse things you can do with your money than that. A lot worse things you can do with your money than that. And in the process of making your son happy, you're giving people jobs. A lot of people jobs. A lot worse things you can be doing with your money than that. Yeah, exactly. AEW is going to go on. Dynamite's going to go on. It'll find a home.
Extremely agile for a man of his size. You know, just at a visual inspection test, you think that he's a striker with big throws, big blows, but instead he can do amazing things in the air. Watch a luchador too. They'd be able to do that, and he enjoys it. It's the kingdom of members that take behind the referee's back, and now Mark getting his shots in as well. When they don't want to strike. Taven and Bennett picking their shots and fans. This trials match continues in picture-in-picture intensity.
Exactly. Like Like it's a like whatever losses that come from AEW, it's a drop in the bucket to them.
Impractical Jokers, all in Thursdays at 10 on TBS. Set your DVR now. Collision is the correction of the most spring harvest. Being here all night with exclusive stories. TNT Overdrive. Saturdays at 10 on TNT.
Yeah, but money talks, man. Money talks. You can always, regardless of what your viewership is, you can always buy your way somewhere.
Bonus bets instantly. This baseball season, DraftKings is coming up clutch.
Someone say clutch? Poppy got this.
No, Poppy, no need to get this.
What, man?
It's not necessary. It's an instant win.
Poppy live in the face of fresh.
100%. It will still be somewhere, whether it's Warner Brothers, whether it's Max, whether it's some other network, who knows? But it will air somewhere.
They're back. August 5th to the 11th. Get a free tech check and special offers. Don't miss out. Get started today.
And as far as the Shane purchase goes, again, I don't see that happening, but I could see him coming on as some kind of business partner or something.
Using what I have in my fridge.
It starts with an empty prompt. And the most advanced AI at your fingertips.
I mean, on the extreme off chance it does happen, yes, that would be extremely shocking.
Beetlejuice caused quite a ruckus, huh?
Jamie, don't excuse me.
Saying his name 3 times.
Yes, I could see TK buying a platform to air AEW before he sold it.
You're welcome.
In theater September 6th. Continues live tonight. AEW Dynamite Winston Salem, North Carolina. Our today we're joined by Taz, Tony Schiavone, and Don Callis. Don, your man Rouge taking a fight, laying some heavy shots to Dax Harwood. About you. Rouge really is a one-man machine. Oh, Dax, what did you say?
Yeah, those are some extreme odds. But yeah, though I'm with you. Those I highly happen. Like TK letting that go. I don't see that happening. And again, while this is not a bad match, this is not a TV match. This is a house show match. Okay, that's not a bad theory. And plus, that gives Tony Khan the ability to say, like, hey, I'm working with Shane McMahon. Yeah, like maybe he's like a consultant or something.
That's a stupid kick out right there. Absolutely it is. Look at the face of OC. Fans understand we have some breaking news directly from Tony Khan about All-in-One coming up on Sunday, August 25th on pay-per-view. The casino tournament match for a guaranteed shot at the AEW World Championship. Some of the biggest names in AEW we part of the casino tournament match. August 25th.
Casino Gauntlet match, pal.
Looking forward to it. This is going to be the biggest one. Roast the German suplex and the world title shot will be coming to the win. Big win right here. The win like Hawk. Takes from the rights of the bridge save by Wheeler right there. Marcos. What a headbutt there. Taking that cash. And Marcos. The tornado. Bentley. Flipping. Gets the top by nothing. Also in his feet. Look at That's a tough landing for that one punch. That kind of put that out. As you can see that. You have to go wrong. You get that.
Again, this is like all that. Yeah, this is exactly why this is a house show match, not a televised match. Whoop whoop! What's up, Swerve Show? Good to see you, pal. Hope you're having a great hump day. I mean, there's been some different stuff they've done, but for the most part, I have to say pretty much, same 20 to 30.
Whoa. It's not me. It sounds like it's just not North Carolina. Sounds like the white people don't want you to talk either tonight.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Nell. So I think the problem is because they're wrestling more for the crowd that's in attendance as opposed to the people watching at home. Like if I bought a ticket to to this show to watch these matches, I wouldn't be disappointed. I'd be happy. I think this would be a great live show. But it's like as a TV viewer, it's like, okay, let's keep this going. Yeah, that was rough to watch, man. I don't know how they could have, thought that was a good idea to air that.
So many combustible items going into all that. And I can't wait for Woodley coming up on the 25th. Well, speaking of combustible items, let's take you back to this past Saturday night.
Agreed. I think they do. I agree with you on that, Swerve. What's up, Paul, aka Shooter, number 59, bang bang, whoop whoop. How you doing, pal? Yeah, man. But again, who is when they get to that age? You can only be so great for so long. Yeah, exactly, Swerve.
Now it seems there's a bit of a problem at the top of the trios division. You have the House of Black that were the #1 contender.
Oh shit! How many is that now?
They lost a member for a period.
Is that 9 belts?
They're looking to stake their claim to that prize once again. And then you have, on the other hand, the former champions, the Bang Bang Gang, the champions that we beat for these titles, looking for their rematch. Well, it's fortunate for both of you that I made some calls, I talked to some people, and this week, this Saturday on Collision.
Okay, cool. We're at 9 belts right now, pal.
The House of Black for the right to officially be called the #1 contenders for the Trios Championships. But being the nice guy that I am, I decided to up the stakes for you boys, make it a little more enticing. The winner of that match will face the Patriarchy at the biggest show of the year at All In at Wembley Stadium. Oh. And since you guys seem to bicker and fight between yourselves over who should be the champions, like children do, maybe some order needs to be kept. Some discipline needs to be in order in the form of a father. That's why I'll be the special referee for said match. See you at Collision.
That weirdo ass Earl.
Chicken nuggets all for $5. Wait, that can't be right. Confirm that that's the real price. Have it your way.
That's a pretty. I like that BK deal. That's a pretty sweet one.
Check this out. Special offers, like a free 5G phone when you switch. Don't miss out. Starting today. So here's the deal. You buy hot chef pizza, you get a free weekly pizza.
That's actually a pretty sweet deal. You buy 1 large pizza today, get a free one tomorrow. Man, how much are they paying for these commercials?
With Allegra, allergies won't hold me back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin, and unlike Zyrtec, won't make me drowsy.
Yeah, that's very much true. Like I've heard stories about how like I forgot where it was, like a carnival, or like they said it was like at carnivals, like cigarette companies would set up booths and be like, hey, here's 2 free packs, because they're like, we can afford to give somebody 2 free packs because we know they're going to make them a customer for life.
Most importantly, me,
If they didn't have a lot of guys doing a bunch of flippies on the show, Hologram would actually stand out and be special. But because everybody can do what he can do, and they all do what he can do, well, then he's not special. Get me CEO, pal. That's 11 belts now, pal. I think. Whoop, whoop. Thanks, Liz.
No comeback for that. Well, a 2-on-1 match here tonight for Camille, and these two women, I think, missing an opportunity. Brickhouse, Camille. Well, Camille set the tone for sure on the women's.
Yeah, that's how it's looking, man. But you never know. You never know. Sorry about that, guys. Had some internet connectivity issues, but we're back. We're kicking it, pal. Whoop, whoop. This is a no pants zone, pal. So, of course, I wasn't putting on any pants.
Don't even waste your breath on chanting the DMD because she is not here tonight. We're suspending Brett Baker, so we don't have to deal with her till all.
Yeah, get me bird dogs, pal.
Very sweet. Look, I hate to be the one to break it to you guys, but the DMD is not here.
What's up, Gam Wolfers? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, poor little DMD.
How you doing, man? Hope you're having a great hump day. Giggity, giggity.
The DMD. She is the first woman signed here in AEW. How impressive. But you know, they always say that Britt's the first, but never the best. these two titles let you know that I'm the best in AEW.
Pardon me.
And it's where the best wrestle.
Here, I've just been informed by Christopher Daniels that Tony Khan has overruled the elite, and he has lifted the suspension of Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And we do understand that we do have Britt Baker via satellite. Stand by. Let's go to it.
You can run.
That's cool, man.
You can get me suspended, but you can't stop me. This match is on at All In, just like I've been all in since day one.
We're the breast wrestle, yeah, pal.
Commitment to something, I see it through to the end.
Speaking for myself, doing good, pal.
Because we all know the second you take your ball and you go home. You're not the future. Let's get real. AEW is just the flavor of the month for you, where for me, AEW is home.
I'm
Go
home.
ahead, Mercedes, walk your walk, talk your talk, and count your money. But this ends.
Yeah, that was bad. Oof, that was bad.
TBS champion and the first female in AEW to beat Mercedes Moné. And now I have 7 days to think of how. And if you doubt for a single second that I won't be able to figure out a way, don't. You can trust me. I'm the doctor. Yours truly, Dr. Britt Baker, D.
Well, Britt Baker
DMD, pal.
sending a message to the CEO and Camille, trying to calm down the TBS champion, but CEO, we're not too happy, but 18 days. Yeah, they will finish now at All in London. CEO versus DMD for the TBS championship. But also in 18 days' time, it will be Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson. Swerve Strickland's AEW World Championship on the line, as is the professional wrestling career of Bryan Danielson. When I came, I said I was going to kick people's heads in, and
Whoop, whoop.
I was going to win the AEW World Championship. Now, the last 3 years, I kicked a lot of people's heads in. But
IDC, yeah, pal.
won the AEW World Championship. Yet, Bryan Danielson will compete. I know you like to make a lot of promises, and let me make a promise to you. I promise you that you and I are walking out of All In as champion. Hell, after I'm done with you, you may never walk with me. This is Swerve Strickland's time. Swerve, I have one more promise. I promise if I don't win the AEW Championship, I will never wrestle again. Let's hit the stakes. Your title versus my career. This might be
All right, this is actually a match where you don't really know how it's gonna end. So I'll give him that.
Popeye's Big Box is back for just $6.99. When you're hungry, you need a big box. But when they're hungry, you need an even bigger box. Now for only $20. 2 great ways to save that Popeye.
Get me big box, pal.
You've got your Sunday obsession, and we got you. Now with Verizon, get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us. And a great deal on Galaxy Z Fold 6 for a total value of $1,250. Only on Verizon. See you Sunday.
To Blue Buffaloes, one taste is all it takes.
She won't eat anything she doesn't want to eat. There's no faking it with her.
We sent you Blue Tastefuls drive-thru.
She loved it.
What's for dinner tonight?
It's Tastefuls from Blue Buffalo with this little girl.
Pick a Buddha Tastefuls today.
Do you really believe you'll find dinner in here?
Yeah, that segment was so hysterical. The one where he laid out that entire like kids karate class.
Skincare can start in the laundry room. That's why I always recommend All Free Clear for sensitive skin. It's free of dyes and perfume.
It's a key part of my self-care routine. It's a clean that's gentle on my skin.
For an effective clean that's gentle on skin, all you need is All Free Clear.
Schwarzkopf. Dare to tell your story with Keratin Blonde by Schwarzkopf. Lighten your hair up to 9 levels and protect it from breakage with our bond enforcing system. Let your hair tell you.
Hopefully you get well soon, pal. Whoop whoop.
Keratin Blonde. What story will you tell?
Introducing Domino's new New York style. Made with our fresh, never frozen dough that's stretched thin, then topped with melty provolone cheese and cut into 6 big foldable slices. For the perfect balance of crust, sauce, cheese, and toppings in every tasty bite. So why keep your taste buds waiting? For a limited time, you can get large New York style pizzas with 3 toppings for only $10.99, or 2 medium 2-topping New York style pizzas for only $6.99 each at Domino's.
It's twisted. From visionary director Takashi Sano. It's nice morning. Comes the all-new anime series. You're going to take time. English language premieres Thursday, August 15th at midnight on Adult Swim. Next day on Max. What in the hell am I doing here? Welcome back to Dynamite, and let's take you back to this past Saturday. 3 international athletes, Lee Moriarty, Tomohiro Ishii, and Claudio Castagnoli did battle. All 3 men looking for a shot at Kazuchika Okada in the AEW Continental Championship. It was
Get me collision clips, pal.
Earning the victory and earning the shot. The Rainmaker, and we understand that 1 week from tonight, Kazuchika Okada and Claudio Castagnoli will go face to face live on Dynamite.
Live on Dynamite. 7 days. 7 days from tonight.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat Tony, a man who is so closely tied to professional wrestling. I mean, throughout the entire world, but especially right here in the Mid-Atlantic. Still get goosebumps every time he walks into the arena. He looks great. He stays in great shape. One of the greatest of all time. There's no doubt about it. And I know the Dragon all the time. He's a good man, too. Real good dude, no doubt. Happy he's here. And Ricky will be joining us here at the test.
Wait, didn't they say he'd be a special referee, or did I mess that up? Kenny, you made a promise. Man, you got 9 days to get ready. 9 days. 9 days from tonight, live on 9 days. Live on Dynamite.
This is the signature technique. Okay, he's always good at backstabbing, and he's always picking the low road. But it truly feels this is the way to get down.
I don't know of any specific ones, Gam. Unfortunately. Yeah, sure. Things change, pal. And this is why announcers are so important, because this match opened with Jeff Jarrett jumping Bryan Danielson from behind with the guitar. And they're telling the story of this is Jarrett trying to get Bryan prepared for anything that might happen. Like, this is a Jarrett that's going to give Bryan Danielson everything he's got. Yeah, I like it too, pal. And it makes sense with the story they're telling, where like Jarrett's trying to get Danielson prepared. So he's gonna throw everything he can at him. He's gonna use every trick in the book that he knows.
Yeah, his mindset, I'm talking about Jarrett, is to get Danielson ready. He's going to do everything.
Oh yeah, I bet they probably got some of the best catering out there, pal. Yeah, man, that's oof. Yeah, tropical storms and hurricanes, they ain't nothing to fuck with, pal. Yeah, pal. They better have some of them damn bird dogs. Whoop whoop. Yeah, I would imagine they would have to hate it too. Unless again, I'm just speculating. I don't know. Part of the deal is they get paid extra for that. Now, I'll say, as far as like a brawl, through the arena, a fight, it's been entertaining. It's been decent. Like, would I condense this down? Absolutely, but it's definitely like, this is a good way to close out a TV show. Yeah, give me garbage can, pal.
That's right. Get a free half salad for salad at Panera and choose from any of our mouth-watering sandwiches or craveable salads. Hurry into Panera because this offer won't last.
They say you're better safe than sorry. You can't reinvent the wheel. Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, I'm sorry, Labrat. I'm sure that place had to stank.
They said our whiskey made it better. Make it more.
Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one topping pizza for only $10.99. It's a mouth-water, stretched thinner, made bigger, more for your money. Extra large New York style one topping pizza for only $10.99. Get you some Papa John's.
Better get you some, pal.
You've got your Sunday obsession, and we got you. Now with Verizon, get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us. And a great deal on Galaxy Z Fold 6 for a total value of $1,250 only on Verizon.
See you Sunday. Introducing new Advil Targeted Relief. Start working on contact to target tough pain at the source for up to 8 hours of powerful relief. New Advil Targeted Relief. Why take less when you can get a beefy 5-minute burrito?
So yeah, unless something changed, looks like we might be closing out tonight at 11 belts. Yeah, gross, pal. Bleh.
Design a training program for a marathon.
What's a recipe? Using what I have in my fridge.
It starts with an empty prompt
Or
and the most advanced AI at your fingertips.
what about this? You have Speed Stick go out there. He lures some of them, and they start beating on him. And as they're beating on him, some dude runs out dressed up like Old Spice and helps out Speed Stick.
Too good to be true. Can be true.
No, I don't think we're ending on time. Yeah, I think we're getting an overrun. I definitely think we're getting an overrun. I'll be shocked if we don't. Although 7 minutes left from my clock, so it's possible we might actually end on time tonight. I don't know. Very possible. Oh, I wish I had some. I wish I had some. Oh shit, is that 12? Is that 12 belts right there?
Is controlling this match. He's taking 80%. Yeah, absolutely. He's taking 80% of this match. I will tell you right now, I understand what we're all saying. It's true that Jared, is trying to prepare Danielson for Strickland. Jared's just a good practice player. He's trying to win this match. Yes, of course he's not trying to win the match. Look at this.
Okay, thank you. So we're still at 11. Good shit. Thank you.
You know a lot of that Brian Danielson. He's got phase. One of the greats, really. That's true. I remember going back more than 2 decades. Sure. And there was a guy that would follow me around, and every time I turned around, I always had a double knockout with him. Absolute person, but he was soaking it up like a sponge. Yeah. I mean, you've known Danielson since he was a young man. What do you think it would mean for professional wrestling if August 25th, if all in one, it was indeed the end of Danielson's career? I will say this: he has a career that wrestling fans around the world will talk about it. Right? Regardless of what happens, regardless of what happens, he's had a historic career. Besides that, Danielson has never. When American Dragon takes flight and knocks down Jericho.
Again, this is another match where it's a good match. I'm not going to crap on the match. It's just it's not a TV match. This is kind of a pay-per-view match. Like this is like where the student fights the sensei to prepare for the big match for the major show.
Just 18 days away. Yeah, with Ricky Steamboat right here with us. But easy not. But what Jared got put pretty good with that kick. That one drop kick there by Danielson. Hot Jared. Samson. let Danielson know the gravity of the situation coming up on August 25th, all in London, when Danielson puts his career on the line against first stripping. And Jeff Jarrett may have a look in the dragon here tonight as Danielson really picking up the impression over the last few minutes. There's one step ahead. Not many guys that have more experience in today's pro wrestling than Danielson, but Jarrett does. And now Danielson's got an issue with that knee.
Like the story of the match is like, yeah, Jarrett's pulling out every dirty trick in the book, but he's doing it to get, you know, Bryan Danielson ready and expecting it.
To still stay in a match like this, it really does. It's amazing. You know, people don't understand that you're going at it now for what, 15, 20 straight minutes, burning up a lot of energy. And every time you throw something, you're throwing it as hard as you can. Right? And it's just keep burning the energy. Look at say the partnership is right check to that channel. That's I don't understand this. Yeah, I think Jeff just letting the moment and his emotions get away. That's my thought. I get it wrong.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, like the shape and conditioning of Jeff Jarrett's in at his age. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think Danielson now he's going in for something. Maybe a superplex. No, maybe not. I don't think with his legs like the way they are. Might not be. Maybe a spider superplex. And he saves himself the punishment by lining his legs in the ropes like that. Yeah, probably more impact to Vic Cook strength too to sit up through that this late in a matchup like this. And then we see Danielson trying to wheel himself back into this fight. And I say fight because that's exactly what this is. Two great competitors doing battle live here on TBS with Ricky the Dragon Steel. Recognition drop kick by the American Dragon. You can see the intensity in the eyes of Danielson. Continuing pounding on Danielson's knees. Yeah, and you're right. You can see that the kicks and then he reaches down and grab the right leg on that flat leg to the point you guys are making it right. Anticipated. He's looking to the floor. 16. Ricky Steve, you did it so many times. Wish I had $1 for every time I was in it. Which man, it hurts like the Dickens, man. If people don't understand that, Ricky, how tight this hold is. I'm going to use the word here, guys. Go ahead. It's a shoot. That's true. That's a genuine shoot. Oh, yeah. Oh! It's it's anything goes, so it's all good, all legal. Wow. That had to be painful for Danielson as well to get out. Oh, certainly, but he was able to escape and he was looking for the lapel lock. I think right
A good call by Shivani on that. Oh, fantastic match. As far as like wrestling matches go, this is a great match. Should be on pay-per-view and not free TV.
That's what you want to do. Break the grip very slow. Jeff watching back on the fingers, loosening the grip off the face. And live Brown Jones. Oh, man. Danielson and on hands and knees and both men. These are two battle-tested veterans that have been able to compete. They're going to punch for punch. That's just a lot of haymakers from both sides. Talk about all the heart. As now, Jared said, that's it. That means it's strong. Oh, stroke is coming. Oh, my God. The chair, the chair, next to that corner. So jump back into this. Brian Danielson.
Dude, it's ridiculous how well Jarrett can still go these, in 2024. No, that was a good match. It's just like this should have been a chapter conclusion in the story that has at a pay-per-view, not on free TV. That's really my only issue with it.
His way down to the ring. He's talking about Brian Danielson for the ropes here. You know, I've mentioned this before. We've had blood and guts. We've had so many great events. We've had Ricky Steamboat in the ring with Danielson and everybody else. Look at Jarrett and the blood coming down from his ears. They got formed. That actually might have been the recycling knees that chair on the chair into the jaw. Check Jarrett, but whatever it was, this match, this main event, this was carnage. That Steamboat congratulating folks.
Yeah, that looks like that's hard way.
Heavy-duty battle for sure between two great veterans.
Get me with or Yuta, pal.
Here, as we approach our 5-year anniversary of Dynamite. There you go. How about that for a shot? How about that? Ricky the Dragon Steamboat showing respect to both men. And that handshake. I love it. Twin Chips and Danielson. This was nothing personal. This was for this man. Hold on to all the second. Joy.
Okay, so Swerve a heel now.
This should surprise absolutely no one. Strickland doing the right thing, coming out into this great moment that Danielson to put him on notice. I'm assuming that's what Strickland's fixing to do. And it's Swerve Strickland's AEW World Championship versus Brian Danielson's professional wrestling career. Would you look at it? Y'all see this? Y'all see this, right? No, you saw that, right? We just witnessed 3 great legends of TV right here in front of our eyes. We got to see Jeff Jarrett. We got to see Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And now we get to see Swerve Strickland. Oh. These are all men that have defined pro wrestling on this network. The difference between us, though, and you, Brian, is we've all been world champions here. And the only thing standing between you and this here championship is Swerve Strickland. You're one of the greatest of all time, Brian. That's why it's going to be great for me and a huge honor for when I retire you and end your career at All In at Wembley Stadium, and your legacy becomes mine. And I will not hesitate to take that kill shot. I promise you.
This is one of the few matches that actually kind of has quite a bit of intrigue to it, because you really don't know what's going to happen.
Lose a little feeling in your fingers. That's what Jeff Jarrett does to you. Just imagine what I'm. A great test for you nonetheless, though. So, how about I get tested as well? You know, I want a little warm up before Wembley Stadium, before All In, for this title defense. I need a sparring partner since you got one. So how about this next week in Norfolk on Dynamite? I step in the ring. The AEW World Champion goes one-on-one with Wheeler Yuta. This week I just sit in the back and watch you go one-on-one with Jeff Jarrett. But next week I want you to have a front row seat. And I get to show you why I am the most dangerous man in AEW. Who's
Oof, man, Swerve, hey, he has to go. He has to get nasty with that. Like, he has to obliterate Wheeler. Like, he's got to get massive heat on him. In my opinion. One-on-one with Wheeler Yuta. Yeah, pal. All right, so unless I'm mistaken, we close out tonight with 11 belts. And it wasn't a horrible... I didn't think it was, you know, terrible, but, you know, certainly made their mistakes. But, you know, we'll see what, you know, where we go from here. Thank you guys so much for stopping in and hanging out. Always enjoy chatting with you, watching some wrestling with you. We're going to be back on Friday with the SmackDown Watch-Along, and then after that, Sunday for the TNA Impact Watch-Along. Whoop, whoop, yeet, yeet. We'll catch you guys then. Much love to you. See you then. Much love. Whoop, whoop.